Hello there and welcome to another edition of the program. I am Victor Matthias. Nigerians who witnessed the launch of Change Begins With Me by the National Orientation Agency have reacted to the program. While some say no other time is better than now to initiate the program, others, however, feel otherwise. On the program today, we will be capturing what Nigerians feel about this project. But just before we begin, let's take a detour and look at the social media trends in the past week. Still worried by the plight of internally displaced persons in the Northeast, a group of Nigerians created a hashtag to create awareness and donations to support and alleviate IDPs from their current predicament. The presidency came under fire after it was discovered that part of the president's speech during a program launch was lifted from President Barack Obama's 2008 victory speech. The presidency has since apologized and promised to punish the speechwriter for plagiarism. Former First Lady Patience Jonathan was in the spotlight after details of monies and property she acquired while her husband was in office came to light. Well, there you go. Those were the trends in the past week, but let's turn our attention to our online contributors and hear what they have to say about the Change Begins With Me program.
I have very serious reservations concerning this campaign. First off, I think this change thing we are talking about, for now, what I know as this change is a slogan for the APC party. You understand? So first and foremost, I think it's not right that the APC is using the federal might to push what seems to be its own party's slogan. You understand? That's my first reservation with the whole Change Begins With Me stuff. And already, the government, the National Orientation Agency and the Ministry of Information, they had been pursuing a different, which seemed very fine with me. They had a Do the Right Thing campaign, which was going on, and all of a sudden, this Change Begins With Me came along, and there was a launching, and you know what followed with the flawed speech, the plagiarized speech. I think there's just a lot that is just wrong with it.
The Change Begins With Me campaign came at a time when Nigerians are not willing to hear that. I personally feel that the purpose of this initiative, as said by the Minister of Information, is to enlighten Nigerians to appreciate the value of accountability and integrity. But I'd like to say that to a large extent, and because we wouldn't have voted for this administration, because we voted for this administration based on accountability and integrity, talking about the personality of our president. So we are not just at this level. The Ministry of Information has not been passing the right info before now. I believe that it's like a book that has different chapters. You now come and give us chapter 5 when you should have started from chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm mal-informed, if I will use that word, about the things that are happening in this country. The Ministry of Information is supposed to focus on how to educate us more, educate the lowest person in this country on what is really happening, from the market woman to the executives. You don't just come and start telling us that change begins with us. Because it's making me feel that the change you're talking about is different from the change that you campaigned with.
Let's start from the change itself. Change was an APC political slogan. It's just like PDP. We've always known PDP power. You understand? I feel it would be wrong if PDP got into the government and tried to use government resources to promote the power is in your hands. You understand? Because if you use those resources to promote the power is in your hands for 3 years, by 2019, their slogan will be in everybody's mouth by virtue of government resources. So I do feel that using the government to promote change begins with me. Even in Buhari's speech, towards the end of it, he says that it's a change campaign, which is what the APC is known for. That is just the, I know it's subliminal, most people will not understand this, but it's an APC agenda in the background. But secondly, when the president or the National Orientation Agency or the Minister of Information is telling me the change begins with me, I voted in 2015. You understand? I participated in initiating the change we're having now. You understand?
There might be a few complaints here and there over the fact that some of the government shown the right kind of example or haven't started doing the things that will show change. This change is actually real, and Nigerians, are frustrated with some of these signs and the body language, as it were. But that doesn't take anything away from the fact that we do need a reorientation. As if you look on social media, even analyzing issues, national issues, social issues, you find there's a lot of abusive invectives. People are not able to have issue-based discussions anymore. There's deep divisions in the country. Some of these issues help, people begin to understand attitude, their thoughts related in the change mantra. And you cannot be trying to change a country that is made up of people who still do not understand the need for attitudinal change. So I think it goes hand in hand, in my opinion.
I saw a video on Instagram between two policemen. One saw a phone, and he tries to call the owner of the phone, and the other policeman was like, "Why are you doing this?" And the other policeman was like telling him, "No, we have to return back this phone. This is this is my job. You're greedy." I know that kind of advert have a very long way to go, and he's sending a very right signal that, look, not all policemen are corrupt. We have the good ones in them, and how do we do to fish out those bad ones and get them out from the police force so that they don't corrupt the good ones we're having? And such advert will help a long way. That advert, I think, on Instagram so far, I think I've seen about how many million likes already on the advert. And so this kind of thing will go a long way to change the mindset of Nigerians, and not just the mindset of Nigerians, also in the international community, who believe that once you step into our airport, someone is trying to hustle you from the immigration, even down to hotel room, stuff like that. These things has gone a long way that even the international community begin to something that is not even right thinking for us.
Real leadership is supposed to be servant leadership. The leadership that comes based on, lay down examples. A leadership that doesn't make the leader a superior personality to the follower. So whatever campaign they come up with, they need to let us know that we are on the same page with them. The change begins with me campaign is good, but the thing is, let us live by it from the smallest to the highest. Sometimes I even think that the House of Assembly is in a different country other than